What's poppin', Pisces? Well, I'll tell you what, I sure enough miss that Cancun weather. All right, I do miss it, but I don't miss all that humility. I don't miss that part, but I do. I'll tell you the truth, I do miss it. Anyway, let's start doing your reading. First of all, let me pull. How about I pull some cards out of what? Let's First of all, don't forget to wear your mask, and thank you all for all those who like, share, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for all those who get private readings and donate. Thank you for all those who go onto my web and purchase my items. I'm finally getting back to home and feeling back cozy in my own spot. So I'm really starting. I got to order the beads that I need to start making the jewelry that I'm going to start doing. In the meantime, I'm working on these cards, putting all the touch up to them. So I'm doing a little bit of both crafts. So I want to show y'all my clouds once I get done doing them. And they're not the short clouds, they're pretty the tall clouds. So I'm going to take an after picture and a before pictures of my clouds. Okay, and here we go, Pisces. Let's find out what is going to be the main, and I don't know what to use. There's so many cards I want to use. When I'm home, I feel like I'm in a candy store with all these cards. But let's start off. Come on now, let's go do this. Let's do it. Tell me a little bit about Pisces. Tell me what this reading is going to be all about. Tell me what this reading is going to be all about. Before I do this reading, it says the past or the future. Somebody needs to make a decision about the past and the future. All right? It seems to me like the past and the future, someone can also might be taking the trips or might be seeing someone from a different country, different religions, backgrounds, or either traveling to somewhere else besides here, taking a trip somewhere. Wait a minute, come on now. Spirits, talk to me, spirits. Talk to me, spirits. And the boat came up, so definitely somebody traveling somewhere. Tell me, spirits, what I need to know. That boat came out. I'll put it back in. That boat came out. But not quite out. It just was in my hand. It didn't flip completely out. Somebody's being strong about this whole situation. I also feel like, I don't want to say this is a tower moment, but I do feel like it's two people here, the king and the queen. Somebody trying to stay strong about a situation here. And I don't normally pull out the Roman deck right now, but I will because I want to know a little bit more about this. Someone needs to make a decision, or someone is making a decision, or someone has made a decision. I feel like this is two people may be living in the same area but very far as far as keeping in touch or being together, maybe from a different background, religions, culture, but someone is being strong in this situation. I feel like it's a queen and a king, a pair. Okay. It says getting to know each other. Getting to know each other is someone that you're meeting or something, right? It says honeymoon. Enjoy the blossom of the holidays together. So it's someone coming around, or maybe it's a whole new relationship. It says healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. My parents are both passed, so whoever needs to forget their controlling parents, maybe y'all got one of them controlling parents. They control your life and tell you what to do all the time, or maybe they just not happy about you, period. Or sometimes you got them parents that are fucking animals and beasts and don't never see the good in you, no matter what. And I, for one, had a mother like that. I don't know where her mind was. Of course, she was an air sign. I did not know whether she loved me or not when she was alive, because that was a big problem that I always had with her. I never felt the love. But in death, we get along perfectly well in death. But while she was alive, I went through a lot with her. A lot. But I'm here to tell you, in death, we are very close. And I know that. Yesterday, she kept telling me to come see her. But it was because it was my father's birthday. Okay, so, but yes, she was very controlling. Very controlling. But she couldn't control me, so I guess that's why we never seen eye to eye, because she could never control me. So it says, get to know each other, and as you reveal your intimate self to each other, you bond deeply. And it says a honeymoon stages. So sometimes, the way you was brought up, the way the love, the unconditional love, or whatever kind of love you got from home, that plays a major part in your life, because that is to mold you. So if you didn't have a good childhood, a good upbringing, if you was tossed around like trash, or if you was left to fend for yourself, or if you was left to be the parents of your brothers and sisters, or if you was just in a family where there wasn't no love, nothing there, everybody for self, then yeah, that would be us. Okay, that would be us. And that is why we take on that into relationships, okay? But I also want you to know one thing, that don't ever be in a relationship where it's going to control you and change who you are, all right? Because a lot of people get into relationships where the relationship turns into a control pattern. And then if you don't stand up and you don't wake up and say, shit, this ain't me, then you, especially if you are one of those person that got your own shit and people move in with you, then it's a serious fucking problem. Because not only do they move in with you, but they're controlling your shit and you. So if you one of those people that living in that kind of shit, then you need to get yourself right and think about which way you're going. It ain't no need to be in a relationship where you live on your own, you got shit popping off, but then you got somebody fucking trying to tell you what to do, control you, and mold you. It ain't that much loving in the fucking world if you can't sit down. The problem with relationships today is there is no communication. They're shutting down. They walk away. Nobody's trying to listen to nobody. That is the kind of relationship that we have today in society. That it ain't no trying to work together. It's walking away. Okay? And that's what it is. Everybody has their own way. If you living with somebody, you were in a relationship supposed to work between two people trying to understand each other, trying to communicate and bonding. And if you don't have no bond and you one of them people that these motherfuckers leave in the house and do what they want to do to you and tell you to be quiet and talk to you and belittle you and make you feel like shit, then guess what? You ain't with the right motherfucker. Okay? It's a way that things need to be controlled. And I'm going to say it in one more way and one more time, motherfuckers. Listen to me, Pisces. If you are one of those people, okay, that live on your own, got keys to a door that is your own, and you allow people to move in or come in and out of your door and try to control you, all right, you got a fucking problem. If you one of those people that it's in a three-way party with someone else and they want to make you second and you let them motherfuckers come in and out of your house and doing what they want to do, something's fucking wrong with you. You need to step back and look at a picture bigger than what it is, because you got a fucking problem. It ain't them, it's you. Okay? Because nobody's going to do nothing that you don't allow the motherfuckers to do. All right? I don't give a fuck how fine they are, who they are. I don't give a damn. A lot of people stay in relationship for the most stupidest shit, materialistic things, because they ain't got their own. And some of these motherfuckers give you everything to put you right where they are. And a lot of them you're married to. So you built these places together, and guess what? You're living off of materialistic things. Then you wind up being in a bag of trash. And you're lucky if they leave you with something, because someone don't give you shit. Give you their ass to kiss and the door to get going. You better understand what I'm talking about. And this all comes from your upbringing. It happened to me, honey, I'm telling you. So if you're one of those people that are up and bringing, and it's all fucked up in the game, and you was raised in fucking toxic shit, being given to other people, passed down like you trash, being in foster care, leaving those places and then running around, and then they get you in the system, and then you caught up in system like you in jail, and you're only a teenager looking to be safe and be wanted, and not and leaving places where you are being mistreated, misused, all of that. You wind up in another trash as you get older. You wind up being out there with the lions, and they grabbing on you, and they, and the snakes, and trapped in all of this fearness of delusion, thinking that people love you, and so you so drowned up in toxic and relationships with narcissists that you start believing that that's a normal way of life when it's not. You need to get up out of that shit. You understand? Because it says here, forgive. You start benefiting as you forgive your parents. And when it says forgive your parents, it's not too many Pisces that I know that can say they had a good childhood bringing. And if you did have it, God bless your soul. God bless you. Okay? Because I know Pisces, we've been through hell as young as I can remember. All right? Always. It ain't my fault my mother had 7 kids. It ain't my fault what she was going through. Okay? It ain't my fault that I am a product of what she went through. Back then, it wasn't no such thing as adoption. People just brought you in people's doorstep and left you there. And my mother was one out of 13 kids that lady raised. My mother passed away, and her father gave her away. All right? And she had to live with 13 other kids and never felt like she belonged. Until the day she died, she worshiped this lady that took care of her. But along the way, she told us these war stories. Even as a grown woman, going back to seeing this woman that she called her mother, her brothers and sisters' kids used to steal from my mother. My mother would go there to visit them. She never told us this till almost her dying days. Had she would have told me this before that, I would have took a trip with her. But I never got to meet nobody in my family. Because I never felt like I had to meet these motherfuckers. Because I never even knew what they looked like. Because she never came to see my mother till she was dying. Okay? So everything is a product of where you come from. And then we get involved with motherfuckers we think they love us, and they don't. We are the product of where we come from. So you need to understand. By me reading this card, it says, getting to know each other as you reveal your intimate self to each other, you bond deeply. And then it says honeymoon, right? Right? And then it says honeymoon, enjoy the blossom of the holidays. It means things are coming together for you. But it also says here, healing, family issues, your love life benefit as you forgive your parents. And boy, it took me a long time to forget my mother. It was 13 years after my mother passed away that I finally came to forgive her. It was since September of this year that I finally forgave, of last year, that I finally forgave my mother. It's been a year and some change that I finally forgave my mother. And the only reason why, because my sister brought her down here, because she had her ashes in her house and won't let nobody see my mother. So she finally brought her to a resting place where she's at now, that I can go anytime I want and see my mother. That's when we became close again. In spirit. Because today, I live a very spiritual world. And I want to make sure that when I die, I'm leaving here right. Okay? And that is why I am the way I am today. But it says the future and the past. You must make a choice. And it says, is someone either close to you or can be living close to you or different or live far, or you may be in a relationship where you broke up with somebody and they live close but still at a distance because y'all not together. It could be somebody from a different religion, background, okay, race, yes. But it shows here that you stronger than you ever been, and it's a king and a queen, so it's a woman and a man, okay? A queen and king right here. Maybe you struggle. On the bottom of this deck, it says the death card. It's got to be an ending to get a new beginning. And death don't always mean the worst. It means that you grow from it. You shed tears. Okay? You shed a lot of tears. You've been through a struggle. And it can always come from many situations. All right? But in order for you to make a decision to move forward, because it says the past and the future, and then it says the death card, it means you got to let go to live again. You cannot live a life if you can't let go. You can't see the light if you don't like that light. You can't start a fire if you don't start that fire. Do you understand? You cannot move on if you don't put that key on that ignition and your foot on the pedal. You got to decide to let go. Do you understand? Because death can be a sad thing, but a beautiful thing at the same time. You must mourn it. You must go through it. And every day will be a better day. But you must let go to see this better day to come. Because you've been through this since you can remember. Okay? You got to learn what you want to do with your life. And it's only you that can control this. Can't nobody else control this. And I'm going to tell you something. Just don't wait till your kids get older if you got kids that are baby. Don't wait till your kids are grown in college. Don't stay in a situation because if I don't leave now, you know, this man's taking care of me and I got to deal with his shit. You got to make a decision to be strong enough to choose you or them. You can't live both lives. It's either your life or theirs. You got to make a choice. Okay? And remember one thing. You are a product of your mother and father. And that's where it all started. I've shed many tears, many nights, and I beg God to take my life. And I beg this person to put a gun to my head and shoot me, and I will write the letter like I did it to myself. Because I was tired of living a self-destruction life, making somebody else's life good, to make my life unworthy of living. Free yourself. Let yourself go. Because when you can forgive and let it go, you'll grow. Do you understand? You got the death card, baby. It says past and the future. You need to make up your mind on what you want to do. Okay? And when you let go of the past and the future, you get the 10 of coins. That happy family. And I don't know, I keep seeing, I don't know if this is a biracial family. I don't know if you're seeing somebody from a different race. a different country, you're lighter than them. I don't damn know what it is. But let me tell you, I see an older woman here. I see a baby. I see the coins having it all. But you got to learn to death and letting go is the key of starting to rebuild yourself over again. You are a product of where you come from. And if you don't know how to fix yourself, you can't fix no one around you. You can't fight for love because you ain't supposed to fight for love. Love ain't supposed to be so damn crazy that you gotta fight for it. Okay? No one should belittle you, put their hands on you, talk to you, trash you to love you. That ain't love. How can you trash someone, belittle them, make them feel like shit, and then turn around and say that you're a part of that person? That don't work that way. But we allow it to work that way in our lives. That's why you must make an ending to this to gain it all. And let me tell you something. You can be with a person, I don't give a fuck how long you've been with this motherfucker. But if you constantly going back to what you had, all right, then you live the outside of a person, not the inside. Because the inside of a person going to love you forever. The outside is what you see that you attracted to in everything around them. And most of them motherfuckers ain't got shit to give you. Because everything they own, they pay on it rent. They don't own a motherfucking thing. Okay? If they should die today, you're going to empty out their house and give it back to the owner. You're going to empty out that car and give it back to the bank. Because motherfuckers here, they ain't got shit. Okay? You're lucky if you got one that got something. Or something to offer you. On top of them treating you like shit, you got to be out of your fucking mind. If you don't know how to close doors and exit your ass out of it and stop making excuses as to why you with a motherfucker, okay? You're not going to reach this here. You got to get rid of something to get something. You got to get rid of something to get something better. Okay? You get rid of your old bed, you buy a new bed, you put it. How about you get rid of an old bed? Your new bed is coming. You call your sister, you want this bed? Oh, I got one. Your friend, do you need a bed? No, I got one. So guess what? You put it on the corner, let the trash can pick that shit up. The dumpster, right? Anything. You get a bag of clothes you don't use no more. You take it to the Salvation Army. You give it to whoever, right? You don't see them clothes no more, right? And that's the way you got to look at life. You pack the shit up and you put that shit in the dumpster so that you get new shit coming in your life. All right? Because it says you need to make a choice. Future or the present. And I said it on this. Before I even seen this car and all this. Somebody here, it must be from a different country or it must be far from you or close but far. I don't know. It says honeymoon on the holidays. But you got to let go to get this. It's a whole family here. And maybe, I don't know, maybe this person was crazy. Sometimes people change it, sometimes they don't. Shit, I'm afraid to go back to something that I already had because why am I going to go back when I already know how they are, how they act, and everything? So I'm walking on eggshells already. Okay? I'm walking on eggshells no matter what because I don't know from one day to the next when you're going to pop off like you was before. When? I just be waiting for shit to go off. Is that what, no, that ain't what I want. Make up your mind, right? Now, you're sitting here, strong as fuck, the king and queen, right? Says forgive your parents, right? But you holding on to everything real fucking tight. Your money. You got more money than you can even think. But you holding on to everything tight as fuck. The 4 of Pentacles you got here. The death card you got set. You got here a Scorpio, okay? You got here a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, okay? You got here Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. I don't know how tight that is in your book, but that's what the hell you got here. Holding on real tight to your shit. But you got more than enough. And some people don't want to give up a damn fucking dime. All right? They don't want to give shit, even though they got more than enough to give. You know what? I'm going to say something, y'all, and this is crazy. But when I was in Cancun, right? When I went there, I took a big bag of candy for me to eat on the airplane, you know, whatever, you know. And I took chips. Well, I took maybe a bag of chips or something. The young lady I was with, she took a lot of chips, whatever she liked. But every time I would go, and when I got there this day, I bought a watermelon. When I bought a watermelon, I was in the refrigerator, and I said, let me cut the watermelon up and make a smoothie. She said, no, I want to eat it. But what the fuck, man? I do what the fuck I want with my watermelon, right? I do whatever I want with it. It's mine. So I cut all the watermelon up, and I made a big old salad with the watermelon. I had oranges, kiwi, watermelon. I had, that's about it, I think. I'm not sure what else I put on there. All right? But I know for sure watermelon, kiwi, and oranges was definitely in there, right? And a couple grapes, all right? So I took it to the beach, and as I'm telling you, as I was giving it to the people, because it was in a Ziploc bag, I turned around and said, you want some? She said, no. So I thought to myself, why she don't want that? Is it because I gave everybody some? I said, fuck it. So I gave everybody around me some fruit, and everybody took it. I gave the kids some candy, and I always did. She told me, she was told never give nobody your last. And I told her, I don't give a fuck what nobody told you. God is bigger than everyone. And God says no matter how much you give, I give you in return. Let me tell you something. I'm going to say it one more time. I don't go to church. But this person does go to church. So that's why I'm telling you. The way people are, it fucks me up how they think. Right? That's funny how people think. But I've never been afraid to give. Ever in my life. I've never been afraid to give. And for Pisces, we are givers. But be careful of your surroundings. Because everybody ain't going to give you shit. You're going to give everything you got to motherfuckers. And they ain't going to give you but the ass to kiss. And you better not fucking forget I told you that. Okay? So you need to be wiser. A lot wiser. Of where you put yourself into. Okay? See people for who they are. And that's what I'm going to tell you. If somebody's holding on to their fucking money like they can't give up shit. And they got more than enough to give. Alright? Remember I said that. And I'm going to say that in every level. In every level. In the way I do my you.To. To the way I do whatever I do. I do readings. I turn around and send people things. Okay? And I'm telling you, I'm not lying. Anybody that has a reading from me can leave comments under there. Yes. I try to do everything I can to help. But sometimes it seems like everything I do is not enough because they always try to take advantage of me. But little do they know, I'm a street bitch. And you forget, it's not that my mother, I came from money as in a family. No, I came from money as a me. Because I've always grind. I've always grind. And I'm going to tell you something. I've always grind. And I've been to jail for making money. Okay? I've done time for making money. Because I like the finest things in fucking life. But I have to learn that I have to work a little bit harder. So I keep my ass out of jail. And if it took me longer to get to what I was going to get, I still got it. And what I'm trying to tell you, watch your surroundings because everybody ain't going to want the best for you. All right? I don't give a fuck who they are. Watch your surroundings. And that's what I'm going to say. Watch your surroundings because everybody is not going to want the best for you. All right? They may think they want the best for you. Oh, you may think they do, but they really fucking don't. All right, you got to see things and see people for who they are. Because if you don't see people for who they are, you're going to get fucking trashed by these damn people because you thinking, oh, they want the best for you and they fucking don't. Okay? Tell me more what I need to know about this death card. Tell me more about what I need to know about the death card. Under the death card, you got the 6 of Swords. Moving on. Moving on. Okay? You got to make a decision. You got the death card. Okay? Got to move on. You got to move on. And it shows you alone moving on. Moving on from whatever else that kept you in your fucking thoughts. You got your suit. Stop it, Chica. You got your suitcase here. All right? You look like you getting the fuck away from that. And I said that. You need to make a decision. The death card's there. Scorpio's there. You got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius showing up. Move on from situations. All right? You got to move on, honey. It ain't nothing says it's meant to be rock steady still. You move on. And don't you be afraid to move on. The best thing you can do is move on. So you know where you at. So you don't know where you're going. But it's better than where the fuck you been at. Okay? Move on. Let me know some more about this 10 of coins. The 8 of Swords. Fucking thoughts. You got you all in your thoughts. But you sitting here. Alright? 10 of Cups. You can have it all. You can have it all. But you probably stuck in the thoughts. And you know what thoughts you stuck in? Well, I can have everything I want. But see, when you move on, you still stuck on that thoughts, right? Because it's like poison. It's like poison. That you made a move, but now you still stuck in your thought because, like I said, you can have it all, right? And you can make a decision to move on and leave whatever the situation is, right? But in moving on and leaving the situation, right, you still holding on to what you just moved on from. Even though you moved on from it, it still plays a part in your head because it plays games with you. You know why? Because you allowing it to do it. So you can move on. I don't give a fuck who you moving on from, but that thought plays right into your head because you got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, air signs. And what they are, they stay up in the air, they stay up in their head, everything all up in here. So we here. So imagine a Pisces. You're here and here, you fucked. Because it takes you a long time to get out of here. Because you in here. So then you got this and this. Oh my God. What a hot mess you are. But don't be afraid. Because you made the right choice to move on. And whether this is playing with this, it don't even fucking matter. Because it will get better. It will get better. All right? So, you know, the 2 of Pentacles are give and take. Balancing. All right? You find yourself, you balancing off. You know, it takes a little bit to get a little bit. All right? So you move on from this. You stuck in there saying, I don't know if did I make the right decision? But guess what? You're going to balance that shit off because it's the Pentacles, baby. You balance shit off. You move on. You're going to get better because things don't stay the same. Okay? Sometimes we give so much to people that guess what? By the time we leave this motherfuckers, sure enough, balance shit off, right? We get our money back. We keep our food. We ain't taking care of another motherfucker. And we ain't fucking saying, wasting our time with people. So we get all this stuff back in return, right? Because we learn to balance it off. Because now it's only you to think about. It's not the situation and the shit that people used to keep you in. You become smarter. You know what you want this time. All right? And then, see, the thing is, once you start leaving situation and moving on, then you start meeting a whole bunch of bullshit. Because you meet a lot of bullshit, honey. A lot of people come with bullshit. Right? Because they see you work. They see you live alone. They see you got it going on. Why not jump on them? Why not jump on Miss Lisa? She got shit popping. Because they ain't got shit to fucking give you but dick and balls or pussy. And I'm talking about the Pisces female and male. I'm not going, don't sit up there and say, well, you only read for females. I'm talking to you too, Pisces, male, female. Make up your mind and decide that you can balance shit the right way for you. And you ain't got to sit there and worry about a motherfucker. Once you leave them, yeah, it's playing in your head and in your thoughts. Yeah, you doing this. You're confused. You don't know what to do, right? Because it plays in your head and it gets nagging at you and your feelings and you just start feeling all crazy. But remember, where you come from, what product you come from, who had you, who made you, and all the shit you've been through. So it's almost like a whole cycle and it constantly plays. And that washing machine is constantly going until you finally decide to get on spinning and shit spins all that water out of you. Leave you bone dry, motherfucker. Okay? You got to let that shit run out of your ass. Where you can see clear and see, I can see clearly through the rain now. The sun come out. After the rain, the sun come out, damn it. It don't rain all the time. You stop crying and the sun will come out. It's promised to you that the sun will come out. That's a promise. The sun will come out because it don't rain all the time. You understand? After all the rain, the sun will come out. And that's when you will know your worth. You understand? Tell me more about what I need to know. Tell me more about what I need to know. Tell me 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 what I need to know. Again, you got to forgive. I'm going to say something to you. Don't sit there feeling like this. You in the damn tub with all your fucking clothes on. There ain't got no fucking water in there. Nothing. You just sitting in the tub. You need a water. You need to go get some salt. Put that shit in that water. Take your damn clothes off and take a damn bath instead of sitting there with all the damn flowers all over you. Okay? Feeling sorry for your damn self. Forgive that shit and let it go. Let it go. Same old motherfucking song every day, all day in your fucking head. You can always rewrite the story. Rewrite the motherfucker. Make the old story the new story and rewrite the damn book the way it is. Okay? Release any guilt. Let it go. The bottom of forgive. Forgive, it says. Rewrite the story. And now it says release. Release it. Let it go. Why are you still feeling guilty about shit? The only one that's feeling guilty is you. If you look at these motherfuckers and see if they feel guilty, they done moved on real quick in a hurry. And guess what? They moved on to where they've been at all their fucking lives. Doing the same shit they gonna do to you, they gonna do to the next and the next and the next and the next. They might feel sorry for what they did to you one day and back to their normal self. These motherfuckers don't change, honey. I keep telling you, change. Shit. If Jesus Christ come down from heaven and said, Lisa, they change, I believe that shit. And since he ain't coming down from heaven to tell me shit, then I ain't believing the motherfucking thing. Okay? Honey, I'm going to tell you something. I had a dead person, dead, come to me and say, go see my brother. And I did. I don't know what the fuck that shit was. Was it a setup? Was it a setup? Because all I got to say, I tried and I can't try no fucking more. I ain't got it in me to try and give nobody nothing else to give. I felt like that shit was a roller coaster. I felt like shit, did I do something? Because I don't know what I did. But I know one thing. When God says to me, I got an opportunity for you to do something, and you going to sit there, or you're going to take it or you don't, and I choose to take it, and they think I'm crazy because I took it, and they don't want to be with me because I took the opportunity, then guess what? I'm all good with it. Because I go to Cancun faithfully. I go to, whenever I want to go, I go tomorrow and stay for 2 weeks if I fucking want to. But if I would have listened to them, I would have never been nowhere. Because they was fun. I can't believe you're going. Oh, well, when this happened, when God said it happened, that's when the fuck it happened. Because if I was leaving it to them, I ain't giving shit. They ain't going to give me not a damn thing to pay my bills, no food in my refrigerator, but I guarantee you they'll come and do everything they want with me. Make up your mind, Pisces. At the end of the rain, honey, at the end of that day that it rained, I don't give a fuck if it rains 3 days straight. The sun will come out, baby. Will dry all your tears. Let the sun come out. Don't you know you deserve the sun to come out? Or you think you deserve all this rain? What do you deserve? What do you deserve? Take a chance on you. If you need a private reading, get it from me or someone else. I love you, truly love you. And I'll see you later. Bye.